We'll continue the Turles series. It's late at night, and I was thinking about this all day, so I decided to do this video instead. With all that being said, let's get to it. Super Boo would be in the time chamber as he would begin to yell, as he hated it here. No food, no ice cream, no nothing. He was stuck in this dimension forever. That's unfair. But as he began to scream, a portal began to open up, but it wasn't on Earth. As Majin Buu walked out, Adam would be fighting the radio demon, as they would both turn and look at him and say, reinforcements, I guess. As they both looked at each other and said, who the fuck is this guy? I don't know. Hello, dear viewer. Are you here to watch? You must be pretty brave, for Boo would say, I want candy, as he would turn Adam into candy and eat him. This would shock Alistair and say, who the hell are you? I'm Majin Buu. Boo like you. Boo think you'll be delicious candy too. Majin Buu would shoot a candy beam at Alistair, but Alistair would phase into the wall, going away so he couldn't turn him into candy. As then he flew down, he began to turn all of the exorcists into candy and eat them at once. Charlie looked up and said, well, I guess you're on our side, but then Majin Buu would punch her. No, I'm not. I can sense you're strong. Boo will like fighting you. As Majin Buu laughed, he began to fight Charlie, as then Lucifer himself flew down. As Lucifer landed, he looked at Charlie and said, get the fuck out of here. Charlie would say, but Dad, he's too strong for you. As Boo would try to stretch out his arm and grab him, Lucifer turned into a snake, using that to dodge the attack. As Boo began to laugh, you can do tricks, Boo can do tricks.
As suddenly he would punch the floor and open a portal through it, and then the portal would open up and punch Lucifer straight in the face. Lucifer would get up and say, I don't know who the fuck you are, you don't look like an angel, and you're definitely not a demon, but whoever you are and whoever sent you, leave now. Majin Buu would simply laugh, Boo likes your spirit, I would enjoy crushing it. As we cut to Gotenks, Gotenks would be yelling at the top of his lungs as he would try to get out of the time chamber. He would try to free himself. Him and Piccolo would scream with everything they had. As suddenly a portal would open up, they would walk through it. Lucifer says, what the fuck? Now there's a human here? As Gotenks looked and said, I'm no human. I'm a Saiyan. As he would fly straight towards Super Buu and they would both battle each other. And using all of their weird ki techniques, Lucifer would be shocked just watching this. He's never seen anything like it before in his life. As Majin Buu looked at Lucifer, he felt he can come in handy, so as he was distracted, he would absorb him. He could absorb Gotenks, but he wanted a good fight, so he absorbed him instead. And even though it didn't add a lot to his ki, it did give him a lot of new magical abilities. Combine that with his old ones, and he's one hell of a tricky fighter. As they continued the battle, Charlie would watch this as she fell to her knees and began to cry. As she got angry, her eyes would turn red, but Vaggie would grab her and say, let me go. No, you'll die if you jump in there. Besides, look, his form is changed. That means your father's still in there. There's a chance we can save him. As Lucifer Buu was born, Lucifer Buu was a lot like Lucifer. He loved to play tricks, and he absorbed a lot of Lucifer's personality, as he was fun and outgoing, as he loved to toy with his prey now. He was also a little bit broken, since Lucifer was pretty broken. As all that was going on, we cut to Gohan and Goku. As they were watching, they didn't know what happened to Super Buu. He wasn't in the time chamber. But where was he?
Suddenly, Shin would look at him and say, of course. I've heard rumors about other dimensions. And considering that there's a spirit of time, there could be dimensions with life in it. The Elder Kai looked at him and said, wait, you didn't know those other dimensions? Let me change this setting. The Elder Kai would look for dimension after dimension after dimension until he finally found the has-been one. Gohan would start to get aggravated and impatient as he would ask, when will this power-up be ready? Elder Kai said, oh, you were ready about 19 minutes ago. What? Yeah. Pretty funny, huh? As he kept reading his magazine, Gohan then got up and began to Kai-Kai, a technique he learned from the Kais, to this dimension. As he Kai-Kai'd there, Super Buu would be fighting Gotenks as he unfused. As he unfused, it turned into two little boys. Angel Dust looked and said, did that fucker just turn into two other people? As he would scratch his head. He's seen a lot of stuff and weird stuff in hell, but not like this. As Super Boo walked up towards him, Charlie and the rest were about to get involved, as even other overlords and Asmodeus and other sins were starting to show up. As Super Boo looked at it, he said, "Aw, don't you recognize me? I'm still your boss, just in a different body, different personality. As your boss, I ordered you to let me turn you into candy." As suddenly Gohan would appear, as he looked at him and said, "Oh, hello."
As Gohan and Majin Buu would begin to fight, Charlie would get in the way, as she would blast Majin Buu with magic. As Majin Buu flew at her, his eye began to twitch as he fell to the floor. Lucifer was in there, in his body, fighting him. He wanted to get out. He wouldn't let him hurt Charlie. As Gohan looked and he realized something, he's still in there, as suddenly Majin Buu would spit out Lucifer. "It doesn't matter. He gave me fun tricks, but I can easily beat you without him." Suddenly, Gohan would feel a massive power boost as Lucifer would unlock his potential. He would get up and smirk. "Make that man pay for eating me."
As Gohan fought Super Boo, the overlords would begin to argue if they should get involved or not. Asmodeus would look and say, "If we don't get involved, all the sexy men and women of hell might die." As Alistair would look at him and just say, "Gross. I have an idea." As suddenly Alistair would pull out his tentacles and grab Majin Buu. It wouldn't really do much since he would easily get out of it, but it would distract him just for a second for Gohan to hit him with a Kamehameha. As Gohan put everything into it, he thought he destroyed Majin Buu, as so did everyone else. They all cheered. As the leader of Cannibal Town went to him and said, "Hey, my name's Rosie. Here's a human finger for helping us out." Gohan look and say, "No thank you." As Goten and Trunks would look up and say, "You did it, big brother. How do we get out of here?" "Don't worry, I learned a trick from the Kais." Gohan walk up to him, begin to start to Kai them out, but before he could do that, suddenly a pink blob would grab Gohan and begin to suck him in. As Majin Buu absorbed Gohan and became Buuhan, he began to laugh. As Angel Dust said, "No fucking way." Super Buu looked at him as he walked towards them. "Buuhan, now I'm gonna kill all of you, every single one of you." But suddenly he saw someone walk up to him. It was Valentino. Overlords were shocked as Valentino went up and says, "Hey, sexy, why don't you work with me? Me and you can rule the world. We could call it the 3 V's. VB for the V's and Majin Buu. V's and Buu. What do you think about that?" Buuhan simply looked at him and said, "Let me get this straight. You think I want to work with some drug-addicted pimp? I'm not really interested in sex or drugs. The only thing I like is power and candy." Majin Buu would turn him into candy and eat him, as he looked over and began to charge at the others. The demons would fight. Lucifer would use his magic. Alistair would use his magic, and Charlie would fly in on her noble steed. As they all battled Majin Buu, though, they were no match for him. However, they were able to hold him off, as Goku managed to travel back down. The Elder Kai would give up his life that allowed Goku to travel to this dimension. As he traveled there, he had a Batara earring, and he had to fuse with someone there. Goku looked at Lucifer, and he thought maybe the souls that he had with him could make him stronger if he fused with an overlord, but it would probably be safer just to go with Lucifer. As he looked over at him, Lucifer would say, "What's that fancy earring you're holding? I like jewelry, but we're trying not to all fucking die." Goku would laugh and say, "Man, people cuss here a lot. I guess it is hell. This allows me to fuse with one person, but we'll be the same person for all eternity." Lucifer said, "What? It's the only way. Who's gonna fuse with me?" Goku looked, and a lot of demons were kind of hesitant, but Charlie and Lucifer both volunteered. As Goku was thinking about it, also, if a boy and a girl fuse, what happens with their genders? How does that work? Just pointing that out there. Let me know in the comments, how do you think that would work? Suddenly, Vegeta would appear and say, "Kakarot, you really want to fuse with these demon clowns? Why not keep the Saiyan blood pure?" Goku would look over, and Vegeta and Goku would fuse, and the fight would happen similarly as canon-ish. The demons and stuff would help out with their magic, so Vegeta would even have a better time at winning. But they would still pull the trick on Buu and pull everyone out. Then suddenly Kid Buu would appear in hell. Kid Buu was about to blow up the planet. They tried to bring Trunks and Goten out, but it was too late. They only managed to save Lucifer and Charlie. As Charlie and Lucifer looked down,
Hell was destroyed, her people gone, she cried, as suddenly Kid Buu would appear in heaven. The head Seraphim would try to stop him, but he would just kill him, as he started to kill angels. Lucifer said, "He can kill angels without magic weapons? This guy's truly strong. We're gonna have to go to God himself, as much as I don't like it." Goku says, "I have another idea." As he started to use the Spirit Bomb, Goku said, "I heard you guys like to sing in this universe. Not really a big fan of it, but it might work here." Lucifer and Charlie began to sing, "Give us your energy to save the universe. We know we have our differences, but if you don't, you'll fucking die. Please give us your energy and save us all. It is the only way to defeat Majin Buu." As the angels lifted up their hands, they gave their energy as Goku got a Spirit Bomb, and he threw it at Kid Buu, destroying him. After that, Goku would use the Dragon Balls to bring back Hell. And he wouldn't wish to bring back only the good people. He would wish to bring back only the good people on planet Earth, and everyone else who died from everywhere else. Because, well, if he did, most of Hell wouldn't come back, and that would kind of be a problem. Goku would be remembered as the guy who saved Hell, and so would Vegeta. Goten and Trunks would be remembered as good kids. And Gohan would be remembered as a failure who could have easily stopped Majin Buu but didn't because he effing sucked. And that is going to leave things off. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Let me know you thought of this video. Sorry they didn't play too big of a role. I wanted to redo the Buu saga, have it take place in Hazbin Hotel, since I thought that would be very interesting. Because we already had one villain get redeemed, one take over the place. Why not redo the whole saga in the universe? Anyway, I hope you all liked it. Peace out.